It's not a Discord for fighting and drama, okay? It's a Discord for me to find new Discord kittens for my polycule. Because he made a claim on stream that donos go to editors. And when he said that, I wasn't being paid. But you've manipulated them into doing that.
I'd have to scroll up, but probably, yeah. I don't have to keep escalating. You're making me do this.
So, Opp Block, Falgi. Hopefully we all know Beckett. Hopefully we all know Becky. We all know Becky, Cope, and Seethe. Becky's got some friends, some very embarrassing friends, who occupy both the ACC, that's the art commentary community, and also sort of what would be the other side, like if you were to classify Chud, myself, Parry, etc., streamers that I frequently talk about and collaborate with as commentary community, what would be sort of the other end of that? Becky's friends with a lot of those people, though it's not really, it's slim pickings. There's not really a lot going on. It's basically like you know, most of them are now locale hosts, to be honest. Most of them are now locale live hosts. You know, Tommy C, Xylee Gets Real, all these low lives, and then the others are all quit, like Jessica Pizzle and Leroy something, who just post on Twitter now because they could never hack it as a content creator. So that end of it is kind of dead. That would be the sort of like the Oreo aligned end of the commentary. It's sort of dead. And so Opp Block, Falgi, is one of the only people who really fills that spot. And he is part ACC, part general commentary. Okay? And he's friends with Becky. So that's the setup there. Now, who is Falgi, the Opp Block? We first crossed paths with him, and you may remember this little side story, during the C-Sammer and F305 Run Right Back to Me situation, where FPS Diesel put out this video about Yandere Dev that had a lot of the stuff about Cameron F305 in it, and Falgi had taken credit for the research, because this is the thing, guys. Falgi, I think much like Becky and Jenny Matrix, I think he sells research to people behind the scenes. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I think he's one of those people. And he took credit for the research in that Diesel video. And there are a lot of problems with that Diesel video. So obviously that then sort of falls on him a little bit. So now apparently there's been an update to that, and he didn't actually do that research. Apparently he was LARPing, and he wanted to pretend that he had done all that research when that's not even true. So that was the first time we crossed paths with Falgi, Opp Block, Opp Block, whatever we're calling him. Now, even before that, I was loosely aware of him because I had his stream get recommended to me a couple of times before I clicked the 3 dots and then the not interested button so that it never showed up again. While I always have, you know, quite low expectations when I see someone using like an anime avatar, like an OC anime avatar, which this guy does, I did not expect sort of like teenage character with a sword and a like half mech suit, Iron Man type suit, tech jacket, invincible type suit. When that's his OC, when it's like a teenage anime boy with one of those type suits on it and a big laser sword, I don't expect it to be like a 5'6" rotund Italian man behind that avatar. I usually expect at least like some, you know, incel who's overestimating. So it was like next level when it was like some tubby 5'6" Italian. I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. And my understanding, guys, and this is where we're going to start leading into the new drama. My understanding, guys, is that he is poly. That's polyamorous, open relationship. And that's going to be important, guys, because this is one of those many people who seem to have gotten into streaming almost exclusively for the purpose of interacting with women. And he gets very protective, very defensive of his Discord kittens, and his like partners in on it all too. And there's some freak shit happening, guys. Let me tell you now. So that's the lead up. I think I've gotten pretty much everything that leads us into this. Oh, so there was a bit that's happened already where Mrow exposed that he was like mass reporting Westside Tyler or something for reasons that weren't very good. We don't really care about all that, I don't think. So what really matters though? What really matters? Today we're looking at some new leaks. I think the first part of it has to do with Goddammit Malcolm, who I've also crossed paths with before. I believe, I don't remember which drama it was during, but I argue, it was Poppy and Xena, the Poppy and Xena ship. They were one of the retards that was like doing the absolutely insane spurging about Poppy and Xena, which obviously there were totally legitimate reasons to criticize and condemn Poppy and Xena, but much like in many dramas, especially ones that involve kids. So I don't even think the kid in this story was a kid. I think it was their child, but of adult age. Any story where you can say the word kids gives content creators huge license to morally grandstand and spurg the fuck out. And so they were, you know, making hay while the sun shined on that. It's quite embarrassing stuff. And I think I slung some anti-trans slurs or similar, certainly derisive statements their way on the JStock stream. But anyway, that's not the point. God damn it, Malcolm is some trans man who I guess was trying to hire someone for work in content creation. And that person was also a co-host on Falgi, the Opp Block's stream. And so Falgi said, you can't do that anymore. You can't come on my streams and co-host anymore. It's a conflict of interest. We're trying to be serious here. Okay? However, I'm a little skeptical of that motivation because we've also seen that he spurged out another co-host of his, or maybe the same co-host, I honestly don't know, because they had a Mrow avatar. They had a Mrow Sona. It was like Mrow's cat, but them. And Falgi hated that. Falgi could not stand that. I may, if Mrow's around, I may get him to call in and explain some bits of this, because I know there's bits that I'm missing that I want to explain, but I don't know that I have all the material for it. But let's take a look at this first, okay? So this is a mod call, guys. Now, I'm told if you hate Falgi, which maybe we need to do something to give you a reason to. Let's maybe recap with a bit of Mrow's stream from the other day. Who's Mrow? I'm not explaining Mrow to you. If you haven't followed, if you haven't followed the stream enough to know who Mrow is, then sorry, you're behind.
Slur fighters.
Where is that?
Really gay. Not math.
Yeah, he's very Diorio. He's very Beckett. He's very mixing it up with disabled adults that he probably wants to have sex with in Discord all day. He's very fake laugh. You know? Lots of fake laughing. Lots of fake belly laughing. So let's take a look.
Intro match intro. There you one. Chud Logic knew he could not change commentary. So instead on reflecting on himself, he blamed Diorio. Heaven or hell, let's rock. There you go. You get it? You got one chat. You got one joke. You've got a meme. You've done it.
You've got a meme, guys. You've got a meme. Chat, now you have a meme, guys. Now you have a meme, guys.
It's there. The meme exists.
What the fuck is this? Like, I can't tell if this is like a forced dude, this side profile is crazy. Oh my god.
I hope you're already getting a sense of why this guy needs to be metaphorically in a ditch, right? I hope you're already getting sort of like a sense from just like hearing him talk for like 5 seconds.
This side profile is insane. Holy shit. All right, besides the point, holy fuck. I can't tell if
the other guy.
This laugh is like forced,
Your discretion,
or if this is like genuine. It's very perplexing to me. Like it's almost like he's like screeching in pain, like he's being possessed. It's very bizarre. I don't understand it. Right? Oh, he says before this, by the way. Okay, let's skip before, because I do remember what he says before. Really. He says before, chat, nobody clip this out of context, and then he proceeds to just do like an unfunny bit. It's very bizarre.
Do this one. So, okay, if this gets clipped out of context, this is a meme. This is a meme.
If this gets clipped out of what?
There's no way this is true. There's no way this is true. When I was watching Mrow yesterday, he ate a whole pizza himself. One time he had to catch his breath when he unmuted, dude.
For what could that be clipped into? What could that be clipped into? Who? You're doing like a retarded bit. Like, huh?
This is a meme. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? Let me make sure I have the audio balancing correct. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm turning you guys off for a second. 3, 2, 1. Chud Logic knew he could not change commentary. So instead on reflecting on himself, he blamed
You got the meme chat. You got the meme chat. Dude, it's so unbearable.
Let's rock. There you go. You get it? You got one chat. You got one joke. You
Twilight.
got a meme. You've done it. It's there. The meme exists.
The meme exists.
The meme is there. Yes, chat. We will be going over some of the Diorio stuff. That's commitment. Yeah, I fucking love doing memes. I think it's super hilarious. If you guys make one for Diorio, I'll also do an alternate Diorio version. And depending on how the stream goes, maybe who fucking knows? Like, I don't really care.
I don't really care.
What is this, bro? What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing?
All right, do you get it, guys? Do you get it? Do you get why this guy sucks? Let's see the bit where he rages over the Mrow Sona. Let's see that quickly. One moment, I've got that somewhere.
Sure.
And yeah.
Hey,
Get it done when it's done. Nobody's pressed.
So you see here, this person Ash joins with a Mrow Sona. We see this.
Sorry, you do nothing.
Hey, Ash, what's up? Oh,
Now, my
God.
understanding is, okay, guys, and this is going to be important. I might fuck this up. I think Ash was in both Mrow's DMs and Falgi's DMs at the same time, and Falgi and his main partner had their eyes on her. Okay, I think.
It's Mrow Ash. What's up, Mrow Ash?
Hey,
You actually,
you want to talk about dog warts?
Ash,
Amazing.
Ash, Ash. We've talked about this. I don't understand what
You
you've
left
done.
too hard.
You
You
left-
left way too hard.
This is
Different one? Is it a different? Is that a different person, Mrow? Or is that right?
Oh boy, this is happening.
I'm sorry. You're so adorable. I had to make one.
Isn't it
It's
like
not
a,
an OC.
Isn't it like a stock
literally
OC?
him. It's not.
Isn't it like a flamenco stock
Different girl. Ash is married, asexual. Okay, not this girl. There's a different girl where that was happening. Okay.
thing? This is not even
I don't
shitting
know.
on Mrow. I actually have like a real question for people who may know.
I don't know.
No, hold on. If we're using just like stock
Rash.
MCs,
Emrash,
give me
no!
1 minute.
No!
It
Give me
is
1 minute if
Emrash.
we're doing.
Go, cat.
Yeah,
go, cat,
it's
go,
the
cat.
drink. Do it.
Stop talking. Cat, go.
Cat, talk.
These people
Yeah,
are
let's
like
go
40
check.
years old, bro.
It's the drink. All right.
Yeah!
Oh, Super Saiyan.
The Rogues Gallery is here.
I feel like we have to go back and show you like what. Look. This is what I mean. This is his OC. He calls it his OC too. He actually calls it his OC. This is his OC, guys. That's what I meant.
All right, chat. So let's talk about a video. Chat, there's 114 of you and only 20 likes. Let's get those likes up for, not even for me, for
Right,
Ace.
let's get these likes up for my
For-
father. The
Mhm.
Get
cup.
them up. Let's get them up. Please, chat. Let's get them up for algorithmic purposes and algorithmic purposes only.
Yes. And please,
Oh, big-
please, I beg
Big
you.
dog.
I please-
Algorithmic purposes. How much? What was the jump in the past like month? Like 0.2k?
don't know.
So
I
It's
know
like these
shit.
past like 2 weeks.
we.
So yeah, it was just that awkward interaction where she joins and says a dog wants stuff, and he obviously fucking hates it. That's that part. Okay, now yeah, so getting into that, and I've given you a little bit of a piece of info there about the poly stuff. That's going to be important, I think, and you'll see that character. You'll see some character traits start popping up with this guy. I think, from what I've heard, you're going to see some very negative character traits from this guy. Let's have a look.
You could be back a little bit.
So yeah, this is the mod call. This is the mod meeting.
All right. I guess disconnector. All right. So I just wanted to talk real quick, just because there's like some changes in the Discord, things like that. Just want to kind of discuss it real quick. Currently we have enough mods, so
Yes, Dogwarts is Mrouse now. Yeah.
I'm going to make
Yeah.
the decision to start relieving people of mod duties because I don't think the ops and other staff things need to be doing mods. So we're going to be shifting things around because like priorities have shifted, stuff like that, and we have a dedicated mod team. So you guys don't have to mod anymore, and we're just gonna shift some things.
Kuihman's mod meeting is an offhand comment he makes 5 hours 31 minutes into a stream that's not related to anything else. I mean, real.
So when it comes to that, so
That's how you
it's
should
gonna be
moderate.
alleviating mod
Why'd you
rules.
need all? Who needs all this shit, bro? I've never felt the need, like, dude, I need to get Stylo deep. Jakey, we all need to get into a call at the same time. We need to have a meeting right now. What is going on to where you need to do that, ever?
So if you don't see the mod team stuff, that's pretty much why. It's probably easier.
I would
Fali
like a
is in
mod
charge of the
meeting.
Discord anyways. That's been her role for a period of time. And B has been very gracious to set up the bots. Zaint has been on top of it as well. Salt has been on top of it, and Potato.
Yeah, the mod meeting is marathon. Stylo, we're doing a mod meeting, but it's going to be held over Marathon Prox chat, so you're going to have to buy the game. Go on. And we will do it on Outpost too, so you're going to have to get to level 25, whatever the fuck.
A lot of the shitters and stuff like
Level
that
12.
from other circles and things like that. So we're going to be doing that. So if you guys see things transition out, that's pretty much why. We created a staff role, obviously. So if there's any staff stuff like the editing,
We create a staff role. See, here's the thing. You're saying it's wannabe corporate, and it is like corporate LARP. But I don't think that's what's going on here, based on what I've heard. Okay, my impression could change. We go through this. I don't think that's what's going on here.
been on top of it, and Potato has been actually fucking great, tracking a lot of the shitters. And
Yes,
stuff like
Mrow.
that
That's
come
what
from
I.
other
That's what I
circles, things
think,
like
Mrow.
that. So we're gonna be doing that. So if you guys see things transition out, that's pretty much why. We created a staff role, obviously. So if there's any staff stuff like the editing or YouTube thumbnails that we do in that Discord, it's going to be there. Obviously, if stuff and research happens in this Discord, still going to exist. Still going to exist that way moving forward. So you're going to see things like shift around and all that nonsense. I also believe, if I remember correctly, your
Dude, like he legit is like full blown LARPing. He's got like the clipboard in front of him. He's like, yeah, so just going down the list of items here. So... prison.
people who have individual channels, like I know Q, you, and Ash have talked about doing individual channel stuff, and kind of bringing back the cynical report. Your stuff's still going to be open.
Yeah, let's start with the minutes from last meeting.
Certain perms will just change. It's just kind of the way it is. But we're just trying to consolidate parts of the Discord a little bit better. So
it literally is. He's doing like the full David Brent, bro. He's doing like the full David Brent. Yeah, let's touch base. Let's touch base on this next week.
kind of separate how things work. You know, it's just kind of how it is. Everyone has new responsibilities, and things that kind of take precedence over that. If there are responsibilities that you no longer want anymore, due to either personal, like personal responsibilities, or like you're just not feeling it anymore, please let me know. I don't fucking like. Realistically speaking,
Any progress reports?
friendship is paramount over staff responsibilities. But the reality is that I would like to take the channel in a more positive trajectory, as well as a more professional trajectory.
Right.
And regardless of that, if it affects friendships and relationships, I'd rather just nip it in the bud and say, "Hey, thank you for being around."
Dude, and I just hit. This is like, it's like a trigger. It's like a primal fucking trigger for me when people do that. Hey. It's like a primal fucking trigger for me. It actually sets me off so fucking bad. Nothing makes me hate the person quicker than hearing them talk like that.
And regardless of that, if it affects friendships and relationships, I'd rather just nip it in the bud and say, "Hey, thank you for being around," kind of thing. Thank you for doing what you do. Take the responsibilities you want. Don't take the responsibilities that you don't want.
Okay.
And so that's pretty much it. So some things are going to change, and that's like,
You know,
No one-
like,
no
what
one gaffed, bro.
specifically is
No one
gonna
gaffed.
change. Like, is there anything that we need to change or that we
no,
need to...
everything on the Discord side, Cloudy and myself will take care of. So you don't have to worry about that. So none of that stuff is gonna like actually change. That's pretty much it. I don't know if Cloudy has anything to say on it. I don't know if you guys want to have discussions about it. We can. Completely up to you guys.
I'm good with like the amount of editing I've been doing and like the occasional thumbnails. So
Mhm.
how it is for now. If anything changes, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately for me,
Dude.
I
What are they doing to that cat back there?
like I'm gonna get into editing.
What the fuck are they doing to that cat
thumbnail
back
stuff so I
there?
can start doing it. Big reason for me is I need to learn how to do it. It's got to be done. I have to be able to do this just in case one of you is gone, or the eventuality someone says, "Hey, I want to step away from the channel," and that's completely fine. But I got to learn how to do the other stuff that I wasn't previously doing. So that's the big reason why I'm learning editing. I'm back on the thumbnail game for that specific reason. So if you guys aren't around, either work stuff, house stuff, life stuff, that's perfectly fine, and I pick up the slack. That's why I'm trying to do them a little bit more.
Wow.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much just how it's gonna be. If you guys have questions, concerns, things like that, let me know. Say your piece now so we can kind of figure it out.
I've already separated stuff. So all the D&D stuff is its own category. I have the staff stuff, or like wherever you put thumbnails in its own little area. So all the perms and everything should be set to that you guys still see that stuff. I'll just adjust the mod rules. And honestly the only person that had mod was KJ. I didn't expect Ash or Q to do anything about it, but it's just one of those things like I just need to lock some things down. And I just want this to be a little bit more efficient because I've started looking at how other bigger, like really big
These people would love a job, for
Discords
real.
run things, and I like how they do them. And so we're just gonna set that up.
That sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have much in a way to add except is there anything I can do to help, or is it all being taken care of? Because
It's all been taken care
yeah,
of.
that was my assumption because
B,
you know.
B stepped
Wow,
in
this guy sounds so in
and
control.
unironically said, fixing the Discord is my autistic fixation. Please let me do it.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them at all, and all I see is all the bots and stuff that they.
Yeah, she
put in.
unironically said,
Again, it's something
will sit here and do it
it's
for 8
it's something that I've been handling. So
Yeah.
no, I took it to heart when I was that I don't know. I didn't want to push anything else on you guys. I feel like I did enough damage, so I took care of things.
You didn't do any damage.
Yeah, what damage?
Don't worry about it. Like I said, at this point, it's just kind of like I got
Dude.
it. If I need anything from you guys can DM me.
Wow, this sounds really
If perms
deep. This
don't
sounds
work
like
after
this
I
sounds
adjust
really
things,
deep.
Please let me know. Everything should be working fine though. B and I worked on the bots, and she taught me how to do some more stuff with the Carl bot.
Yeah.
And once the D&D stuff gets running, I'll make threads and stuff just for the games. So
Yeah,
Let's
and
go,
I
yeah.
think once the D&D stuff happens, I'll roll out a Patreon. So what will happen is then I'll have B work with me to integrate the Patreon into memberships as well as
None of
Patreon
this
stuff.
requires a fucking mod meeting, bro. None of this requires a fucking mod meeting whatsoever. Just fucking do it, bro. Just go do your fucking Patreon shit. What are we talking about here? What is even the point of this? It just makes no sense. I understand, like, you know, getting on calls to do stuff related to content. Like, if maybe you're working on a video with someone, or someone's helping you with research or some shit like that, you get on a call. You could call that a meeting. You could call that a meeting. It's a discussion between sort of co-workers on a project. The idea you're doing like mod meetings where you just go over linking the Patreon to the Discord. Why are you wasting anyone's time? Why are you wasting your time like this? And there's a very obvious answer. It's all about gay little social power games. And not actually about the meeting at all.
So that will have its own like private section of the server, versus all the other stuff. Obviously, those things take time. Get that integration set up because It is a pain in the ass, but we'll be there. Obviously, like the other stuff too is, listen, if there's a part of this channel that you can't fulfill because of personal obligations or recreational obligations or workplace obligations.
Wait, he's firing them. So wait, but has he said he's firing them yet? Because it sounds like he's saying like, oh, if you guys want to do less, that's fine. He's telling them all to stop working for him. But is he being explicit with it? I'm not hearing him being explicit. It becomes clear as things go on. So he's saying, oh, I want to take things in a more positive and professional direction. What he means is, I'm asking all the people that helped me get this channel started because I want to take the money and run it myself because it's my channel.
It's fine. Just kind of be honest with that. I am okay. The reality is I'm going to take this channel a lot more seriously than everybody else because it's my face, my name, my brand. It's just the reality of.
Okay, now we're getting to it. He didn't even start the channel. He took a shot. Who started the channel?
Of the way it works. As much as I hardy har, small business tyrant, yada yada yada. I've heard it 1,000 times, but the reality is like,
dude,
I throw.
Who does this guy think he is? Who, dude? What? This is legit David Brent shit, bro. This is actually like crazy.
Throw my hand in the shit every time. So I want to tighten things up because the events that took place after the fallout with Psy and Lio, people like popping into the Discord, shit like that. I want to tighten it up a little bit better because our Discord is not. It's not Chud Logic's Discord. It's not Aiden's Discord. It's not Malcolm's Discord. It's not Psy's Discord. It's our Discord. It's my Discord. It's the thing where that place is for people to relax and chill. If they want to discuss drama, they can. They openly do. I've discussed this before.
It's not a Discord for fighting and drama, okay? It's a Discord for me to find new Discord kittens for my polycule.
And I made like a post. When it comes to certain threads, we're going to be archiving certain threads and locking them down. Big reason being is I don't want it to become like an A-log space, specifically like Malcolm's server, where a lot of people were fucking poking at the lol cow farms, and they got a lot of heat for it, from what I understand. Obviously, what else? Other things too. This is gonna obviously be a thing, but just remember, because it's gonna happen more often, as I've realized. You don't have to speak for me. You don't need to defend me. If somebody in another Discord you're in has a problem with the way that I do content, and they go, well, why are you friends with them? Why are you working with them? You can literally say, go ask them yourself. Don't ask me those.
Stop making me look bad. Stop making me look bad.
Nor am I going to explain how they do things. A lot of people are going to try to catch you. Like, this is what happens. A lot of people try to catch you into a conversation about that shit, and that shit gets spread around. It's just, and that's the reality. That shit's going to get spread around. There are other eyes and other Discords. And that shit gets forwarded to whomever.
I'm crying, bro. This shit not that deep. This shit just not that deep. Literally, why would you ever feel the need? I cannot. This is alien to me. Feeling the need to get in a meeting and be like, guys, stop engaging with people because you're going to get clipped. You're going to get clipped. It's going to get spread around. It's going to make us look bad. It ain't that deep, bro. It really ain't that fucking deep.
Not like saying specifically, but like it gets forwarded and eventually I will hear about it, kind of thing.
Okay.
I'll hear about it. I'll hear about it.
It's not worth it.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Notice how that went. Notice how that started as you don't have to defend me. And it ended as don't engage. Don't engage. It gets back to me. Don't engage.
Okay, but I never had that happen.
Yeah, but it will start. It'll start because people are looking. I already know this.
Dude.
We already got an issue with.
It's so funny that he does all this. He does all this spurging, being like, "Oh, don't engage with people. Don't engage." And then it's just like Mrow was just totally raped him. I don't even know how. I assume by chatting up some e-girl that is talking to both of them, and she's leaked all this to him. But Mrow's just totally raped this guy and taken all of his Discord mod chats and everything.
Lord Rush doing what he's doing and shit.
Yeah.
So.
I'm
so
gonna
disappointing.
I'm gonna inform people associated with it later. It is disappointing. There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. This is what happens when you gain an audience. The parasociality does come into play, and you either have to nip it in the bud, which will happen. It's already being taken care of, or more importantly, you just kind of got to deal with it. So it's already been nipped in the bud. It will continue to be nipped in the bud.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things that I've already taken care of it, and I will continue to work do so. Just if you hear things or things are affected by, honestly, the only thing you three really need to worry about is just the D&D stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that that's a bright shiny role for you guys, and then just whatever. I mean, because we obviously still have this Discord, and I'm not in.
Dude, literally, open relationship, D&D players or LARPers or anything like that, this is the lowest form of life. These people, this is some of the first to be re-educated. Up there with 40-year-old Warhammer males who talk like they're playing a game of Hoi 4. All of them going. Seriously, I mean it.
Inviting anyone new here. That is what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, just focus on D&D stuff as it gets going.
D&D and LARP
is
will all be
nearly
illegal,
done with
bro.
all the stuff.
It's
She
all
kind
going
of
to be
just updates
illegal.
me. She hasn't shown me anything, but she just kind of updates me. I think she's working on cats right now.
Yeah. She
And yeah, if you guys just focus on your focus on your own channel stuff and focus on the D&D stuff, that'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the Lord Rush stuff, again, it's annoying, it's disappointing, but it is being handled.
Yeah,
Mm.
this
Like I
is
said,
not.
I'm
This is
taking
not.
care of it.
Like, I mean, reality speaking, this is not unlike the Rotsvoy shit, and I will publicly embarrass somebody. if I have
Yeah,
to.
you're right. Yeah.
Not unlike the Rotsvoy shit. She used my name a lot to get into places. It bit her in the ass, and so she starts
Ezra,
talking
don't play
shit
with that.
behind the scenes. So that's just how it is. And that's pretty much it. So things again going to be readjusted. Some priorities are going to be readjusted.
No.
It is.
We're
Again,
readjusting
D&D
priorities.
area is going to be refocused and not necessarily refocused, but reconfigured specifically. So like that is there because obviously that's everybody's main focus at this point behind the scenes.
Yeah, as I said, it's already separated and all the perms should be working and stuff, so that's fine. I'm trying to think. I did drop out of the one shot I was going to be doing. I just don't have time.
No,
It happens.
I just don't have time. I already personally paid for, because I wanted a full body character sheet, so I already personally paid Blue, and I'm probably gonna pay her some more just for the talking sprites because they looked really good. So I'll be using those for my own stuff.
Mhm.
The
but I'm
ugly
just letting you
people
know,
in
I
open
did drop out of the
relationships
game,
is
so
scary
that
because
is what it is.
it's difficult to even get one partner if you're super ugly. So trying to chain them, you have to do some real desperate shit. You always see these guys who are in open relationships with some girl and they play D&D and shit. They will go to extreme lengths. They will spend, they will spend hours working someone down. They will spend weeks cultivating relationships for that sole purpose. Dude, they're fucking space marines in big armor, dude. Okay, that's not even relevant. Okay.
I really just genuinely don't have the time.
Yeah, and I'm sorry it took so long. I know people's life situations changed.
Yeah, I mean it happens. It happens. There were snafus. There were things. I'm happy that Majunga got their whole PayPal paying situation fixed, so I can start like sending them money. I'm just gonna start throwing money.
Yeah,
at them.
as long as Falgi keeps getting what he needs to, so he can finish paying off the artists. Like that's why
And
we're
that's
pressing so hard for donos and stuff. But I
Yeah.
don't have anything else. So
yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we're good. So moving forward,
Awesome.
roles are gonna change. Doesn't change
Um,
anything. Again, if you have obligations and like. Listen, I don't care about the recreational obligation shit, but lower or personal obligation shit. But kind of just be honest about it. Makes my life a little bit easier.
Like I said, if I can't do something 1 week or something, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Same.
Admittedly, I would
Mm.
I would like to be able to do more or help more if I could.
We have enough. I'm being like absolutely serious. We have enough help.
Yeah, you
have
got
enough.
you got the mods, and I was like, oh, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have enough,
Because-
and we have people who are really enthusiastic and really want to do this stuff. I kind of
we
want to
got-
loop back to what I said before. I really took it to heart when you guys said I was being kind of really pushy about like the channel stuff.
So, bro,
and
these people
pushy
were being paid.
about moderating and pushy about the X, Y, and Z. And I realized that my mistake with that was I should have just asked if you wanted to do it in the first place. And I realized, looking back on it, that I never did that. I just assumed that you wanted to do it. So I corrected that. I am not gonna ask you guys. Again, we have enough. I have everything I need for right now. If I do need your help, I will DM you. But as of now, you guys just focus on your own games, your own channel, the D&D stuff. I know it's gonna go really well once it's all put together. I'm genuinely very excited. I dropped out, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna watch. I'm like I said, I'm really hyped for the game.
Let's go.
Yeah, like I said,
We are
I
gonna
took it
miss
to heart
you.
and I adjusted. So everything's gonna be
Okay.
good. I found someone who's really good with bots and who can help me hammer down some of the shitter stuff. So we're good.
Yeah. Do y'all still want me doing research for you guys?
Again, that is completely up to you. If that's something that you still
Okay.
want to do.
I still enjoy it. I don't know if I'm meeting your guys' expectations with that.
I mean, listen.
There hasn't been a big thing or anything
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
to point you towards
There
yet.
hasn't been
Or
like,
recently.
a
Yeah.
deep dive needed for anything.
Yeah, there's no
understand that.
real
I'm
deep
just-
dive and stuff like that. The one thing I will say is just kind of be realistic. Are
Just
you
Bless you.
okay?
Pippi sneezed.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Mike-
I'll be blunt. You guys, I love you guys. You guys are my friends. But the reality is that our time obligations have changed. As happy as that makes me, that has expanded our friend group. That also affects certain parts of the channel, and that's fine. But that's the whole point of getting other people available. Because like specifically for mod stuff, and things like that, it's been nice having some of the newer mods as well, because people like Zaint, Salt, and Potato know shitters
be right back.
that I don't ever know.
And they're
these-
up at all the crazy times.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are people. These are people that go from commentary hell, like the people that will just dox you for fun, all the way to the biggest channels around, and these fuckers are everywhere. So we have a nice mix of mods who are everywhere to mods who are just focused on us. So I think that that's fine. When it comes to research, like just things like that is there's nothing to really point us at yet. If that does come a time in place, we will do the same thing that we've always done. We will point each other and we will try to do the best that we can. Again, the channel just has to run when I'm at work because this is not my full-time job.
Yeah.
Like
It's
truthfully,
none of our full-time.
yeah,
job.
no, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's none of our full-time job.
Yeah, I know, and I still have school obligations and shit like that. So I
Yeah.
this
My question is, I guess it's more for me. It might also apply to Ash. I'm not sure. There a number of streams in which you'd like us to be able to be available to co-host?
no.
Because that's kind of like my thing right now. Is I'm relegated to co-host when I can.
There's no, as it stands. If you are available, you are available. If you're not, you're not.
Okay,
Am
I know.
allowed to
I
co-host?
just
What?
Am I allowed to co-host?
Are you still working for Malcolm?
Dude, there it is. Okay, so that's what this is. This is the absolute peak, I think. This is the highlight.
thing right now is I'm relegated to co-host when I can. Because in which you'd like us to apply to Ash. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know, and we will do this.
Let's run it back more. Let's
Go
hear
from
this.
commentary hell, like the people that will just dox you for fun, all the way to the biggest channels around, and these fuckers are everywhere. So we have a nice mix of mods who are everywhere to mods who are just focused on us. So I think that that's fine. When it comes to research, like just things like that is there's nothing to really point us at yet. If that does come a time in place, We will do the same thing that we've always done. We will point each other, and we will try to do the best that we can. Again, the channel just has to run when I'm at work, because this is not my full-time job.
Yeah.
Is this public,
It's not
Mrow?
our Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's none of our full-time job.
Yeah, I know, and you know, I still have school obligations and shit like that. So,
Yeah.
My question is, I guess it's more for me. It might also apply to Ash. I'm
You
not
can
sure.
leak. So I might have an exclusive here, guys. So I asked Mrow, where they're getting paid. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm hearing. Did you get paid for the Opblock stuff? I eventually got paid for editing and thumbnail art, but it wasn't until after I confronted Falgi about it, since he made a claim on stream that donos go to editors. And when he said that, I wasn't being paid. Dude. 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 No way. You're scamming both ends. You're not paying the editor and claiming to your audience you are to get money. Bro. Never trust an Italian. Man, that's just it. Never trust an Italian. Okay? Period.
Is there a number of streams in which you'd like us to be able to be available to co-host?
No.
Because that's kind of like my
Shelby.
thing right now is I'm relegated to co-host when I can.
There's no, as it stands, if you are available, you are available. If you're not, you're not.
Okay.
Am
I know.
allowed
I
to
just...
co-host?
What?
Am I allowed to co-host?
Are you still working for Malcolm? Straight up.
Fucking no.
Oh, wait. I'm remembering. Racking my brain. Wait. Servers loading up. Didn't Becky spaz the fuck out at Will and his channel too over not paying editors and shit? Isn't that a big thing Becky cares about?
No.
Because that was...
You were working for Malcolm?
He like had me do thumbnails once in a while. That's about it.
Because as you and I discussed privately, and I reached out to Malcolm as well, I didn't want your association with the channel to directly impact any monetary services that you were going to receive through him. I made that very clear with him. I mean, he takes pot shots at me all the fucking time. I don't really give a shit. I hope he suffers the worst kind of fucking bad shrooms trip in his life. My man does LSD on a daily and
That's
fucking shows.
crazy. That's crazy.
Why do you think he goes? He may be sober, but you're telling me he only goes sober to those concerts. I don't believe that, but that's just me.
We're just like, oh.
I made that very clear with him. I mean, he takes pot. That was.
You were working.
So let's run this back one more time.
You're not. You're not.
Okay.
Am
I know.
allowed to
I
co-host?
just...
What?
Am I allowed to co-host?
Like, listen, dude, you hear how pissed off he is there? Literally exhaling. He sings like, can't believe you're even asking this. What do you mean you're allowed to co-host? Why would you be allowed to co-host when you work for Malcolm?
Are you still working for Malcolm? Straight up.
Fucking no.
Straight up.
Because that was.
You were working for Malcolm?
He like had me do thumbnails once in a while. That's about it.
Because as you and I discussed privately, and I reached out to Malcolm as well.
Like you're stressing about a trans guy, bro. You're stressing about a trans man. He gotta pump it up, and you're stressing. Don't you be talking to that guy.
Didn't want your association with the channel to directly impact any monetary services that you were going to receive through him. I made that very clear with him. I mean, he takes pot shots at me all the fucking time. I don't really give a shit. I hope he suffers the worst kind of fucking bad shrooms trip in his life. My man does LSD on a daily and fucking shows.
Crazy.
Who is he talking about here?
Takes pot shots at me all the way to directly impact any monetary services that you didn't want
He's
your
saying Malcolm does
association with the
LSD
channel
daily. That's what he's claiming here,
directly
dude.
impact any monetary services that you are going to receive through him. I made that very clear with him. I mean, he takes pot shots at me all the fucking time. I don't really give a shit. I hope he suffers the worst kind of fucking bad shrooms trip in his life. My man does LSD on a daily and fucking
That's
shows.
crazy. That's crazy.
What do you think he goes? He may be sober, but you're telling me he only goes sober to those concerts. I don't believe that, but that's just me. Well, here's what I will say: if you're still working for him, I would respectfully say no. The biggest reason why, like I said before, I do not want to impact monetarily and
Malcolm's an EDM/rave retard. I mean, would even be doing LSD then? Pills more likely.
people are going to start asking you if you are in specific spaces. I'm just gonna be blunt. It's just not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out the way you think it's gonna work out. Because those people will have no fucking chill.
I'm hearing Paw Patrol in the background. Parents are doing this, guys. Parents are engaging in this.
Like straight up, those people will have no chill. And I've learned that the hard way, that those people have no chill. But that's just pretty much.
How'd you
it.
find a single
Again,
father?
making it is completely fine. Not being able to make it, also completely fine. I don't particularly care.
We do like a lot of D&D, so
Yeah, we're also. I mean, listen, you guys have a lot of D&D stuff.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say at this point, like, it seems. I mean, I don't know. I don't really look at much of the other servers anymore. I kind of just, even before I got more busy, I just assume you guys seem to have like a game every day. If you guys are free for stream, you could either DM. Honestly, it'd probably be better if Falgi DMs you if he wants you for a stream. Otherwise, you can DM him if you're in waiting or something. But I've adjusted the roles already, and like I said, if you guys just the only, I guess, not even an obligation, because I'm not asking you do everything on your own time. Whatever you guys need to do. I'm looking forward to seeing Ash and Q take on your guys' own channel stuff. I think it'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
And then, like for KJ, like I said, just focus on the D&D game. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna look really good. Like the stuff that Blue talks about has been really interesting.
Yeah. So we can't just jump in the live anymore, is basically.
No, I made it so most people cannot.
Okay.
You're getting your perms taken away. You can't come on stream anymore.
Yeah. The biggest thing is again, this is not a push. This is a suggestion. Focus on your own private things. The biggest reason why is like the fucking commentary has changed. Like straight up. Unironically, this is like an actual true story. I popped into Chud's stream today, and even Chud was like, "I'm out of the house. I don't get along with anybody anymore." Like even he said it. Everybody feels it, and nobody's really making the effort to be friendly again and to like have like a network of people to send each other to. So if that's the case, if we're gonna just fucking do it, we make it. I don't give a fuck. That was always part of the channel. That was the effort. Like,
what did you say about Chud? Sorry.
Like, this is a suggestion. What was I gonna say? Yeah. The biggest thing is again, this is not a push. This is a suggestion. Focus on your own private things. The biggest reason.
I hate that manner of speaking. Hey, and again. Hey, and again. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
It's like the fucking commentary has changed. Like straight up. Unironically,
it's not just the Wick. They all
like
do
an
it.
actual true story. I popped into Chud's stream today, and even Chud was like, "I'm out of the house. I don't get along with anybody anymore." Like even he said it. Everybody feels it, and nobody's really making the effort to be friendly again and to like have like a network of people to send each other to. So
what you mean? They're literally. We're all over here having loads of fun. Actually, we're actually all over here having loads of fun. Like I don't know what to tell you, man.
If that's the case, if we're gonna just fucking do it, we make it. I don't give a fuck. That was always part of the channel. That was always part of the ethos of the channel, was to support other people's goals.
Like what are these people? No one makes you have to send you. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Why does hey make you mad? It's not okay. If you don't hear it, you don't hear it. You're probably the problem. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? That chat message threw me off. Yeah. Maybe you don't send anyone to people. I see Nick try sometimes, but now he's given up and he's just started sending people into the H3 ecosystem every night. It's like, oh, let's raid AB. Let's raid AB. Yeah, people really love AB, don't they? AB Star Killer. But over here, you know, me and Jace look raid each other. I'm always promoting Sleepy, Mrow, Liquid Sonic, you know, Parry. We've got loads of people over here. Not dickers. Not dickers.
Aspirations and things like that.
Not
So I want to
dickers.
continue it that way. I want to pay it forward.
Dickers
That's how we'll.
is over there with Falgi, actually. With his top guy, Falgi. Actually.
We'll continue to do it.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I don't think I have
Yeah.
anything else to say.
I don't either. I have to go. If you guys need to, again, if the perms don't work or something, or you need something from me, you can just DM me. But
Doesn't help this guy hates everyone and talks smack on people, including Beckett, in his private chats. Lol, says Morale.
Falgi needs something. I genuinely don't need anything for you guys. Like I said, I felt pretty bad, and I adjusted my behavior. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.
Oh, bye, honey. Yeah, no,
Bye.
Shit to do. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to focus on now. Ash, Greg, if
Bye.
you're both available,
No.
how do I edit?
You have fun.
Bro, he's getting rid of these people, and now he's asking, how do I edit, dude? Dude. What? Dude. What a moron.
I'm watching Clash in
Give
Paris.
me a second.
Okay, let me at least download the stream first.
Okay.
They taught him for an
how much
hour.
storage do you have also for?
2 terabytes?
Okay, that's good for video. You probably need more eventually, but
So,
Yeah,
give
I
a
thought
recommendation.
I
Get-
talked
okay.
to quite about it.
He talked quite,
My recommendation is to get a portable hard drive
quite.
and put
Yeah.
all the streams and all your editing on that portable hard drive because it will fill up fast.
Yeah, so
Like,
Yeah, you don't want
teaching-
it on the same computer that you
teaching
do.
right now is fine.
Yeah,
but
I talked
you
quite
need
about it.
to do that because otherwise it's just gonna overtake your computer and it's gonna be a
Yes.
nightmare.
I hardly edit, and it's like it's all of my space still.
I have.
that's
I need to go through. I
what-
need to comb through and delete all the shit that I've already turned into
Yeah, that's
everybody.
what whatchamahoo's it. Hold up.
All right, I'm going. I'll pop back in later if you guys are still here,
Really?
or
Okay.
or whatever. Come up.
This is pretty much it? Okay. All right, I think that's that then. So yeah, there's some Discord logs here of him talking about Malcolm. Malcolm wants to crash out. Like I said, working with them just goes against my morals. So that's referencing this screenshot before. Yeah, I think working with / cohorting with Malcolm is a line for me at this point. He called Chuli Keffels. That's all I need to know. What is this? What does this mean, bro? What does this fucking mean? So they just get too invested in a bunch of stupid ATC shit. That's what I'm getting from this. What's this? What do I care about this for, Mrow?
covered it.
Good day, chat. B and Falgi.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Okay. So, guys, showing me a Bulgarian and an Italian in the same frame is just cruelty. Okay, guys. Okay, so we have these messages. Okay, guys. Hey, babe. Tisk, focus on stream. Make me not. I like that. You like a tease, huh? Makes sense. I do. Some say need it. Guess what color my underwear are, and if you get it right, I'll let you see them. Red. Fuck, you got me fucking excited. Nope. Gray. And then, guys, we have the timestamp of when this is happening in the stream. We have the timestamp for the day, the stream where this is happening. So we can see this guy literally on stream He's like some weird kind of exhibitionist. He likes being distracted from his work in public by this stuff. And guy, you will not believe it, guys. I think it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, oh my GGG, yeah.
And I reciprocate. She says she can't wait to see me again. She then says that she's excited to see me that coming Saturday. In the next screenshot, I say, your pussy's gonna be so sore. And Katie responds with, good thing we had to wait a while, because then I can take a beating. She then
okay.
says, I'm ready for you to throw me around. Now, when we were discussing how many days she would want to stay, she says, as long as you want, and that we'll have so much sex and...
Dude, okay, so... Okay. I can't show up. I can't... Wait, no, the chat's here. So apparently, prior to the timestamp, she shows up in chat, and he starts DMing her. And I'm hearing, she claims she stopped watching Falgi because every time she would come into chat, he would immediately start DMing her sext.
Party so hard, and she then once again expresses how excited...
Okay, so you want me to be legit? Katie sounds like she wanted him to fuck... She wanted him to give her the YouTuber fucking lifestyle for a weekend. I'm gonna say it right now. That's what it sounds like to me. It continually sounds like that she wanted that she wanted him to spend that fucking money on him. On her, excuse me. What do you two think?
I agree. Different vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I do think that Sacramento broke.
So, okay, wait.
Different vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I do think that Sacramento broke mentally, like, when he left.
Yeah.
Like, I have seen the...
So yeah, he goes here, he starts DMing. He's on his phone here, okay?
What do you two think?
I agree. Different vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I do think that Sacramento broke mentally, like, when he left.
Yeah.
Like, I have seen the panicked walls of text, okay?
Dude.
That shit was vindictive.
What a fucking weird pervert,
We
bro.
heard it in the call. It was just straight up blackmail. Well, attempted, right?
I'll make it difficult for you to see anyone else. Girl, get the fuck out of here. You were mad as fuck.
Like, shut up. And I think that Left 4 Dead saw this. I think she wanted the money and she wanted the fame, and she's obviously like a not a public figure, but a public person, right? She's not as private. She's on social media. She's online. She knows who Tom is, and
oh my god,
we now know that Sacramento did too. But I think that she was kind of piggybacking off of it. Yeah. I think that she saw what was going on Kiwi Farms because she's mad and reads Kiwi.
Is that canned water or is he drinking alcohol? Or is that some canned water or soft drink or some shit? It's Celsius. I don't know what that is. We don't have that. It's an energy drink. Okay.
Farms. And I think that she, in my opinion, was just, I don't know. I think she saw that she wasn't going to get anywhere with Tom because it had been years. Saw another disgruntled ex and was like,
75% under.
To be fair,
the minds.
You're getting the timeline a little bit incorrect. Katie and I guess now Sacramento Rowan. I'm not gonna. It is what it is. They connect prior to the release of the information.
Yeah. And I think
so. That's why she kept saying you did this to other women, because she started searching through the e-girls he followed.
If I recall correctly, I think that Sacramento reached out to Katie first as well.
Back on the phone.
Sacramento reached out to Katie first. Yes.
Yeah, I don't have the screenshots up right now. But I do know, like, you're right. But what I more specifically mean by that timeline, I guess, is that, like, in those walls of text we just saw, we have Sacramento literally admitting after the phone calls after the breakup.
No, I don't have a schedule like that.
I just looked you up, and now I know who you are, and I know all the fucked up stuff you've done and all the girls you've been with. So she obviously was going through his farms thread.
Yeah.
Before she reached out to Katie, she went to Katie with the intent of taking Tom down.
Yes,
and Katie was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do it."
Definitely attempted blackmail, but might also be attempted blackmail to a criminal degree.
Listen. Not disclosing any crimes. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. My name is not Lolly Mindset. My name is not Tectones, prior lawyer. Holy moly.
No, I just think it's messy. It was going to be messy.
Yeah.
But I can tell throughout
Dude,
the
this
timeline.
guy fucking sucks. Okay, I think we got it. So I don't quite understand these messages, okay? Mrow, you're gonna have to help me a little bit here, okay? I know it's... So, Cloudy, as I understand it, is this guy's main partner. I know it's okay. I'm not gonna yell at you. Only gonna let you know what happens if he opens his big dumb mouth. And that I get it. I love you, dummy, and whatever you're going through sucks, and I wish I could do more, but I genuinely would rather be some sort of weird stepmom than let Mrow win. What does this mean? I'm in VC. Okay, yeah, I need the minutiae of this explained to him here. Okay, what's happening here? What happened?
Okay, so Falgi, I won't get into why, but Falgi and by extension Cloudy both hate me. They really don't like me, right?
And this is his main partner in the open relationship or whatever. Okay.
Yes. So
do they live together, or is this mainly Discord and they visit, or what's the deal?
I think it's Discord and they visit. I could be wrong. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure separate, but then they visit for like maybe like weeks on end, stuff like that. So both of these people really don't like me, and it's censored who this is, but it's just Rena. It was leaked yesterday, so but these are just the screenshots I had on hand. Cloudy knew Rena for like 5 years, and Rena is actually a mother. She's a 25-year-old mother, and Cloudy would send her like presents and stuff. They were super close friends, and it got to the point that Rena and Falgi started getting together. Now, Rena initially hated me, but then my epic charm
you won her over
on stream.
with your charm.
I won her over with my streams, my charm. Yeah. She became a fan of me. I don't remember what she started watching of me that made her like me, but she stopped watching Falgi, started watching me.
Okay, and then she started sexting you instead, naturally.
No. It's a Discord crush, actually. A Discord crush situation we have going on. So she confesses to Cloudy that she has a Discord crush on me. Okay? You following?
I'm following.
So then if you go to the next screenshot, it's more of that. I can't save you from the mocking. Laya would win. So this is her trying to convince Rena to not speak to me, basically. To not.
Okay, so let's just figure out where we are here. So I know it's okay. I'm not going to yell at you. Only let you know what happens if he opens his big dumb mouth. What does this mean?
Because of the Himpleton thing, all of these people.
What's the Himpleton thing?
When I leaked the Joker call.
Okay.
They're all calling me like a leaker, and then I'm going to leak crazy things and stuff like that.
Didn't VK leak that?
He leaked it to someone who then leaked it to me. Yeah.
Okay.
So they are trying to convince her basically that I'm going to leak whatever she sends me, whatever we talk about, stuff like that. So they're basically saying, hey, don't talk to this guy. Keep talking to Falgi. Falgi's not going to leak. Falgi's not going to do anything. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So
yeah. So
wait. So she's saying here. So I know it's okay. I'm not gonna yell at you. Only you know what happens if he opens his big dumb mouth. So what she's saying here? Mrow's gonna leak stuff about you, and it's gonna cause you problems. Is that what she's saying?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. That is the impression that I'm under. I could be missing context, and it could be about something else, but I am under the impression that that message is about me. The other screenshot, so the second one, the one that has like the white on the left and bottom, this one's also about me. So it's like I can't save you from the mocking. Is this the
conversation where Rena has admitted to having a Discord crush on you?
So I don't have the admission, but that's what she told me is the context.
Okay. And
that's what she's been saying in chat. So she's been in my chat, Dicker's chat, and I think someone else is saying that, yeah, it was just a crush, whatever.
Okay. And I get it. I love you, dummy, and whatever you're going through sucks. I wish I could do more, but I genuinely would rather be some sort of weird stepmom than let Mrow win. So, what's being said here? So, a stepmom to who? A stepmom to Rena? Like as if...
Yes.
Or a stepmom to Rena's kid? Like as in they would be in a throuple parenting situation?
So these people are in their 30s and she's 25. So I'm assuming it's like a weird like daddy dom little girl thing. Although it could be in reference to her kid. I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
what is going through these people's minds.
Okay. Next screenshot. Let's see this.
This is again just
So
reiterating.
Rena says,
what
like
Hater
I'm
talked
rationalizing
about.
it, but it's not helping. I know a Discord fling isn't worth my marriage. So this Rena person's married.
I don't kiss and tell. Listen, whatever happens, listen.
Oh man.
Her
Okay.
husband doesn't know about any of the YouTube drama, so I don't think this is gonna come back to her. I think it's all gonna be fine.
Oh. Okay. We are banning housewives from
Listen,
Discord.
I
We are
fucking
banning
hate
housewives
Falgi. I
from
fucking hate
Discord.
Falgi. I'll do anything. I'll do fucking anything.
It's not, and I can't save you from the mocking. So Cloudy here is saying, yeah, it's not worth your marriage, but me and Falgi are worth your marriage. And then it's saying, I can't save you from the mocking. So is that the mocking publicly from you leaking this?
Yeah, and stuff like that. So
Which-
Rena
which
doesn't like
They're
Lover
saying
Convoy
you
and-
you will do, and Rena doesn't think you will do. That's why she will have a Discord fling with you. But now we're discussing it on stream.
Well, she sent me these to leak,
Okay.
to show on stream.
Okay.
So the only things that I've shown from this person are things that they have explicitly told me to leak. To be clear, okay?
But you've manipulated them into doing that.
I'd have to scroll up, but probably, yeah.
Okay. So Rena here saying, I don't expect you to. And then Clyde saying, Leo would win Rena. So is that saying that Lio would win? So is that saying that Lio would go after Rena for what? Sexting
For messing
you?
with me, yes,
Yeah.
because Rena doesn't like Lio. So Cloudy's basically saying like, hey, do not talk to Mrow. Like Lio's gonna win if you do that, if it gets leaked, and you're gonna whatever, right?
Okay. And then she says, I'm weak. So that's because she can't resist sexting you even though she's married. Okay.
I think that's like Gen Z speak. I'm weak, as in like you're belly laughing, maybe referencing the laughing emoji, perhaps.
It's not a laughing emoji, it's like a crying emoji. I thought you're saying I'm weak as in like I'm not strong enough, you know. I don't think it's bro,
I
I'm
disagree.
weak.
I think
I'm crying.
I think it's like I'm weak, I'm crying. I think it's that, but we can agree to disagree, you know.
You're gonna let the Bible thumper win. I'm gonna buy a plane ticket so you can choke me out. And then she says, that's just gonna get you going to SMH. Right. Okay. Very interesting things happening here. And then it seems there's a third screenshot, is that? Maybe even a fourth.
There's two more, yes.
It's true, but better you choke me out. Mrow will absolutely leak everything you say. I think so. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, she knows anyway. Like, it won't be fun, even be fun cheating. Then the hormones are gone, and you're left with that. And then this is some GIF or image reaction. It's the hair, if I'm being honest. Every guy I've dated has had long hair. Is that about you?
In
Have you
reference to
sent...
the cat avatar. Cat avatar.
Oh, okay.
Long, luscious cat avatar.
Have you shown this woman your face?
I don't think so. I think I just told her what I looked like. I could be misremembering. I don't know.
Flirted too close to Son or Mal. When will mid-white men suffer? I don't even want to comment on that. Me, when someone is a little bit goofy and calls me pretty, I'm standards are in hell. At least find one that like buys you stuff. Well, that ain't gonna be you. That's for sure. That ain't gonna be you.
Fuck no.
Trust me, I wouldn't be telling you if I didn't regret it. I'd rather Falgi knock you up than Mrow. Lamau. Okay, and this is Falgi's main partner that is trying to.
So I do want to point out, it seems like the Rena B person is trying to move the conversation away from this a little bit, or not really engaging with the conversation about me. And Cloudy keeps saying in these screenshots, like, Mrow will leak everything you say. I want Falgi to knock you up. All of these things other than Mrow.
Yeah,
whatever.
there's a goal here.
So,
There's definitely a goal here.
There is definitely a goal, yeah. So the point here, and I told you this yesterday because I was belly laughing. I couldn't keep it to myself. The point here is that Falgi and Cloudy hated me so much that Cloudy decided to cuck herself in order to try to, I guess, get at me.
Okay.
Does that make sense? It seems to be what's happening here.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing that. Okay, what else is important here that needs to be gone over? What's really embarrassing?
Ah, fuck. What did I send you? Okay, well, his Discord's turning on him. That's new. Do you want to break that?
Yeah, send me that.
Okay.
Is he fighting anywhere? Is he saying anything? Or is he just...
So he did his response. So if you want to go chronological, you'd look at his response first. Let me forward you all of these and then some screenshots from his Discord. So these are all from his public Discord. So you're not necessarily leaking anything here. This is all, anybody could join his Discord and see this,
Yeah,
right?
So yeah, I'm seeing this chat. So this cloudy person is like some sort of hag that is grooming younger girls into having sex with her sort of gross 5'6" Italian partner, Falgi. As far as I understand, that's basically what's happening, yeah. It's like the typical open relationship, you know, ugly guy sending the girlfriend out to be the feeler to try and convince, you know, a bit of a big Jeffy situation.
Let me double check. Okay, it's so I'm sorry I'm sending you stuff on multiple accounts. It's fucking autistic. The person who DM'd me all this is on this account, so I'm just forwarding it. But let me make sure. So realistically, so the chat messages that I've sent you of this Eric's Blue person who's Ash, that's them talking about their experience with the Opp Block and stuff like that. They're super short if you want to cover those, although they're not like, you know, whatever. Realistically, the response that he did on stream yesterday, it's really fucking funny. And then obviously I haven't checked the Discord stuff out yet, but people...
Wait, so he streamed a response? He streamed a response?
Yes, yesterday. It's like 5 minutes. But his Discord server is now currently turning on him, and they're making a Google document on him, and they're all learning about what he's done in real time. They are not happy.
Is that this Google doc you've sent me? Copy of bullet points, snark block editions.
Yep.
Okay, can you send me this response stream? I haven't seen that. I don't see what.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, wait.
So
I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it's timestamped as well.
Is that everything? Can I just watch this? Or is that stuff that is worth seeing?
I mean, there's more. It's probably not anything that's like interesting, really. You could probably do the response, and then if the Discord stuff's funny, you can take a look at it.
Okay.
You're in it. Some of your people are talking about you in there. You're changing people's minds.
What? Which tonight's stream or the previous stream or what?
This stream right now. This stream right now. You are in. People are referencing your stream in the Opblock server and using it as reason to turn on it.
Well, we'll take a look at that in a bit then. Fuck it. Okay. Well, thanks for coming on, Mrow. Explain it. We'll take a look. Okay. So, response. Where is it? Here we go. So this is Falgi's response. Mrow reckons this is pretty good. So let's see. Hopefully this is entertaining.
Oh, I don't like that. That's a weird thing that Discord did. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Opblock, your one-stop shop for commentary slop. I'm your host, FalGXE, coming at you live from Opblock Studios. Now, before we begin, I've been incredibly busy. I've just been doing a lot, and apparently a lot of stuff is going online. I'm going to address it once only. I may address it again, but I am going to be addressing it now. So I kind of just wanted to just be honest and open with you guys and things like that, because I know a lot of people, especially my chat, have wanted me to address things that have been said today and like some previous days. And there are two things primarily surrounding everything, and me and my personal actions. Number one, I won't be doing that, which is what it is, right? I was always of the opinion that any of the interpersonal things and interpersonal conflicts that I had.
I'm sorry, it's almost like, you know, you can say it's like interpersonal, but you're like on stream sexting, like trying to keep it under control. Yeah, your audience can have some questions about that if it leaks. You know, it's very, you know, reminds me of other situations where people have had messages leak that indicate they were doing sexual acts while on stream, you know? It reminds me of this. And people are going to want that kind of address. People are going to want you to say, either I wasn't doing that, or I was doing that and it will never happen again.
With other people, had been just be between me and them, and had been resolved either through conversations, through like agreements, or even just not talking about one another, and apologies. And I understand, and I'm under the impression that that all of this has been like handled, or at least I was under the understanding that it had all been handled a long time ago, and that there were no hard feelings that remained. But it seems that that hasn't been the case, or that hasn't remained the case. But despite all of this, I have moved on from it, and there's at this time no hard feelings.
Oh, well, if he's moved on. Oh, well, if Falgi's moved on, then guys, wrap it up. Wrap it up. He's done with this. He's moved on. Wrap it up, guys.
And I want to make that very clear. That there are no hard feelings.
You do now.
People are going to ask, but I have personally no intentions. I have no intentions of leaking anything, whether it clears my name or not. If the other side wishes to, continue to leak, because they feel that it will alleviate any sort of hurt that I have inflicted on them, that is their absolute right to do so. I'm not even going to argue that. Yeah. Again, this is a war of feelings and hurt, and one I don't intend to take arms up against, and I won't try to debate, nor am I going to make any attempts to change your mind or how you
Dude,
feel
he's like
about
so
me.
desperate to not get farmed. Dude, this is, it is sort of, I'm getting, you know, some flashes of Chud coming through here a little bit, with the like, paralyzing fear of being considered a lolcow. You know? It's like you probably would, you know, show a bit of something if you could just clear your name here. You probably would throw a little bit. Let's be totally real. You know, I don't like super disagree with like the general sentiment he's putting forward here. Like, yeah, it's a really bad idea when stuff starts getting leaked about into personal shit to get dragged into the endless leaking shit back and forth. But this isn't about like someone you've been in like a marriage with leaking stuff about you, or even someone that you've met in real life, as far as I'm aware. It's a Discord ego that you're attempting to add to your e-polycule. How much can they really have on you? If you could just exonerate yourself from a bunch of embarrassing shit here, you just would. You know?
Frankly, I have no interest in forcing people to change their minds simply because of optics. And that's just personally, just
yeah, apparently a lot actually. Yeah,
forward. True. This stream is a VTuber stream, so I am going to come off.
When will Chud get a Rust kitten?
I am going to come off camera, I guess, and go back to the VTuber because that was always a plan. But that's pretty much it. That's my public statement on the matter. And thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I am personally.
He's so insane looking. I feel like we're not talking about this enough. Dude, I want a good shot of him walking away from the camera because his build is kind of funny, man. His build is kind of funny.
Going to go back to the VTuber. I do apologize, okay? 3, 2, 1. I don't know where the VTuber
is. That it then? Is that all the addressing he does?
Where's my VTuber thing? See, I can't even find it anymore.
So there's this Google Doc. I guess this is the Opp Block Discord Google Doc. Okay. This is literally written, dude. You can tell these people at ACC, man. This is like written like any of the like Minecraft stand documents or like anything like that, man. Okay. So here's what I got out of the Dicker stream. Could be missing a lot of other stuff. It's a 6-hour stream. Most of these claims are alleged. According to Mrow, Falgi's dislike for him started back when Mrow criticized Falgi's approach during the Damburst call. Mrow shows a series of screenshots and a clip alleging both Cloudy and Falgi has blacklisted any mentions of Mrow in their spaces. He claims the former co-hosts upset Falgi for making references about Mrow. Screenshots are shown of allegedly every mention of Malcolm's name being nuked. Falgi talking behind Malcolm's back, but him being nice in Malcolm's DMs. So we saw, I think, Falgi talking shit about Malcolm. I think I've also got the ones where he's playing nice in DMs. Hey, just reaching out because my understanding that Ash, Eric's Blue, has done some thumbnail work for you in the past. I want to clarify that any disagreements in coverage you and I may have, I hope, have no effect on their potential to work for you. But they do have an effect on their potential to work for you. Ash is a friend. I don't want this to interfere with anything that you had planned for them to work on. I also want to make it clear that I have no want or intent to impact the product of your channel. I just wanted to be open because I think this level of transparency is essential. Thank you. Jesus Christ, bro. Dude, legit, I get a message like that. That is going straight in like a group chat. We laughing about that shit. Alright, man, response. You know. This guy, there is no way you're getting, like, serious engagement on this. They never send me more than 2 lines of text. That's so real. That is so real. That is just facts. You do not need to be sending more than, like, 2 lines of text. Oh, not all. I have no issues with you. I've said that many times. All good. Same on my end. No worries at all. Even if I did hate you, I still can have Ash make thumbnails. Lol. Well, Falgi can't. So, okay, that's that. Nickers and Mrow bring up the drama thread in Opp Block's server dedicated to Mrow. Oh, wait. Screenshots of being two-faced towards Vlad, Gilded Poo. Mrow claims allegedly that Falgi pressured former co-hosts to pick a side between FPS Diesel or Falgi himself. Mrow says, me, I think he was referring to Falgi, minor misspeak. And co-host chose Diesel, which made Falgi upset and burning bridges with Diesel and his community. Most of this was a private falling out. We are calling upon FPS Diesel to leak everything on Falgi the Opp Block. Co-hosts are losing mod perms and things are being shifted. Okay, I don't know if we've seen the call. Mrow having 30 days of leaks was a bluff. Okay. Falgi fell for that. You're like a total fucking mark. I legit can't put it into words. Okay, are any of these Discord screenshots actually interesting? Let's have a look, man. This is a banger. No, this is a banger. Thank you, Crow, for compiling. Helps a lot. Honestly, unless we get screenshots and audio files, I simply cannot take Mrow seriously when he's a straight-up pedophile. Lamau. Wow, guys. Wow. Now, I'm hearing there's more Falgi stuff dropping right now. What's this that's happening? What's happening here? Apparently, so this Queen Bee telling me this. Insane leaks on Mrow stream from an IRL friend of Falgi. I'll start by saying he hasn't done anything that is unforgivable, but to sum it all up, he's a liar and not a clever one and tries to manipulate narratives. The man has no authority or business on commenting on human interactions. I don't watch his stream, so I don't know what he has made public knowledge, so be careful of the details. He is, for lack of a better term, paranoid that his ex-partner slept with another person and will say that is what ended the marriage. His ex did cheat, but that was discovered before the engagement and, by her word, nothing physical happened. Instead, it was his cheating with his current partner which ended the marriage. I also don't really enjoy the fact he posted about his ex on here when she didn't even know about the Twitter account. From my best guess, looking through Blue Sky, looks like Cloudy and him started dating at the very least a month before he got married. My husband and I were trying to be understanding and remain friends. I asked if he would consider going to therapy. He told us he was. I have strong reason to believe that was a lie. Outside of even how he's been acting online, he did not tell anyone about the Twitter account or YouTube channel. Some of his groomsmen didn't even know they were separated even a year after the initial split. Oh, I knew about his divorce a month before he... something. If you know who Falgi is, go back. I've done like 2 hours of coverage on it. We're not explaining it again now. So the way we've put the story together is Falgi messaged the group chat that he and his wife had separated. Falgi said that she had cheated on him prior to their engagement. This was an affair with her manager. Falgi swears they were sleeping together, and everyone in her office knew, all because he wouldn't be invited to office parties. This was a red flag for us, because not getting invited doesn't mean everyone knows. He mentions very briefly that he also stepped out of the relationship. His ex, she fills in that stepping out means that after the wedding, he told her he was going to a boys' night with the high school friends. He has a eye on his shirt. Then where's the cologne? Cologne. This person means. She gifted him for their wedding day. She then finds out through seeing his emails that he's meeting up with someone, Cloudy. He comes home and she confronts him, and Falgi explains he met Cloudy in a Hassan fan Discord server. No. Now I think people cheat. I think, will people cheat? They have something wrong with them and not the relationship. Healthy people don't cheat, they break up. So Oscar and him were in therapy, both say yes. He's giving the silent treatment while telling Blank that he is debating getting back with her. I ask him WTF and he tells me my therapist says she should reach out to me. Then after he told his ex he needed some space. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I know a good one would never basically say someone else should read their mind. Okay. Maybe we need to look at Mrow's stream.
In private, watching his stream when you can call it. Well, I want to see what he says. I want to see what he says. That's the whole point of this. Listen, this is all I had to go live with. His ex. Listen, I've said this before. And I will say it again proudly. Falgi, if you want me to stop, okay? If you want me to stop, all you have to do is say that you lied about your doxing take. That's all I've ever cared about. That's all this has ever been about. The fact that you're doubling down, you're lying, and you're taking the L in private, but not publicly. Listen, buddy, if you want me to, if you want me to stop, that's all it's going to take. And I know you're watching. Okay? Fully essay. Oh, there's more. All right. Let me make sure the chat's working. I think the chat's working. Yeah, okay. We're good. Okay. Opblock's ex-IRL friend has began leaking. Now, let's just get into it. Let's just read it. I'll start by saying he hasn't done anything that is unforgivable, but to sum it up, he is a liar, and not a clever one, and tries to manipulate narratives. The man has no authority or business on commenting on human interactions, and I don't watch his streams, so I don't know what he's made public. I'm going to be careful with details. He is, for lack of a better term, paranoid that his ex-partner slept with another person, and will say that is what ended the marriage. His ex did cheat, but that was discovered before the engagement. And, by her word, nothing physical happened. So Falgi was cheated on, and then...
What was the doxing take? He, I don't know, essentially with that Slyboy video, man. Don't fucking know.
He proposed to the girl who cheated on him. Awesome. Cool stuff. Instead, it was his cheating with his current partner, Cloudy, which ended the marriage. I also don't really enjoy the fact that he posted about his ex on here when she didn't even know about the Twitter account. From my best guess, looking through Blue Sky, looks like Cloudy and him started dating, at the very least, a month before he got married. Huh? My husband and I were trying to be understanding and remain friends and asked if he would consider going to therapy. He told us he was. I have strong reason to believe that was a lie. Outside of even how he's been acting online, he did not tell anyone about the Twitter account or YouTube channel. Some of his groomsmen didn't even know they were separated until a year after the initial split. Oh, and I knew about his divorce a month before he did it because he didn't fill out the papers right and the judge granted a default judgment. I find it ironic that he's playing investigative journalist when he couldn't even be bothered to leave Discord long enough to fill out paperwork on his own divorce.
Oh, no.
So what does this mean? Falgi,
that's embarrassing.
It's been
now that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Married man fucking around on Discord. Ruins his marriage. Doesn't even sort out the divorce because he's a fucking loser.
Chat by several people who are pro Opblock, pro Falgi, that Falgi was the one who started the polyamorous relationship. Now, this person is mentioning a marriage, right? This person's mentioning a marriage. Why should we believe them? Why should we believe them? Here's a picture of Falgi at his wedding. That's not been publicized by him.
Dude. Dude. This Mrow guy is a little insane. It's kind of crazy. It's what Kuihman did to Willie Mac, by the way.
Listen, Opp Block. Listen, Falgi. I don't have to keep going. I don't have to keep escalating. You're making me do this. You're making me.
How can you hate this guy? How can you hate this guy? I didn't know Mrow had this in him, to be honest. I didn't think Mrow would be able to get this much.
Listen, Opp Block. Listen, Falgi. I don't have to keep going. I don't have to keep escalating. You're making me do this. You're making me do this. I don't want to do this, Falgi. I don't want to publish your marriage photos. This isn't something I find joy in doing. Oh, this is terrible. I've just been... Hold on. Is Kuihman... I've just found information that that is unsettling.
Oh, this is about that fucking arena person.
Hold on. Okay, derail. This is a bit important. This is a bit important.
That's all I'm hearing.
I acknowledge that there is a world.
Okay, we can't do this. We can't do this. We need to skip.
Get it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Never mind. So yeah, Opp Block, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
React to the react of my stream. Can't do it. Too much.
So the way we have put the story together.
Who's Falgi? Rewind the stream
messaged
3 hours. Not explaining it all again.
The group chat that he and his wife had separated. Falgi said that she had cheated.
Just it's too much. It's like, to explain who Falgi is, I have to explain 6 layers of shit. It ain't happening. If you remember Now Recording, he's like Now Recording. He's like Matt Pitt, except he cheats on his wife.
On him prior to their engagement. This was an affair with her manager. Falgi swears they were sleeping together, and everyone in her office knew, all because he wouldn't be invited to office parties. This was a red flag for us, because not getting invited doesn't mean everyone knows. ... He mentions very briefly that he also stepped out of the relationship. His ex, she fills in that stepping out means that after their wedding, he told her he was going to a boys' night with high school friends. He has her iron his shirt and then wears the colon? I don't know what this means. She gifted him for their wedding day.
Is that might even, that's just like, it's another, that's just funny. That's just funny.
He then finds out, after seeing his emails, that he's meeting up with someone, Cloudy. He comes home and she confronts him, and Falgi explains that he met Cloudy in Hassan's fan Discord server. Now, surely there's no evidence for this. Hold on. What? Wait. Is this Falgi's Discord logs in Hassan's Discord server?
No, dude.
On the same account? Huh? Are these Falgi's Discord messages in Hassan's Discord server? Oh, okay, sure. I mean, circumstantial evidence, surely. Like, I know Cloudy and I make the joke that we met through Hassan and stuff. Uh-oh. Like, I know Cloudy and I make the joke that we met through Hassan and stuff, but healthcare is the one thing I always argue with people on, because socialized medicine cannot be
This doesn't follow. What? Because something's a job sector, it can't be socialized? What the fuck are you even trying to say here, you fucking retard?
Did in the States. Because it is a job sector. Okay, I don't give a fuck about that. Whatever.
Dude, everything's a fucking job sector. Anything you socialize is a fucking job sector.
Crazy stuff. Now, fuck, Jesus Christ. I can't tell if I'm autistic or if this writing is, like, totally just ruined. Now, I think, will people cheat? Maybe maybe we switch these two words around. Now, I think people will cheat. Okay, that makes more sense. Now, I think people will cheat. They have something wrong with them. and not the relationship. Healthy people don't cheat. They break up. So blank asked her and him if they were in therapy. Both say yes. He is then giving her the silent treatment while telling blank that he's just debating going back with her. I ask him what the fuck, and he tells me my therapist says she should reach out to me. This is after he told his ex he needed space. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I know a good one would never basically say someone should read their mind. Okay. Oh, and his marriage had a papal blessing.
Okay. A papal, Sid. A papal blessing?
So let's get this straight. Okay? Falgi got a blessing on his marriage from the fucking Pope.
Mm-hmm. And what would that be called, Mrow?
And then decided to cheat on his wife with a Discord kitten from Hassan's community.
Frugal, you are legitimately a mark if you think you didn't Google that.
So again, let's TLDR this really briefly because
Was
I know
Mrow
I've been a bit
homeschooled? I don't think so.
All right, I've been a bit performative. Falgi married his wife, then lied to his wife, saying he was going to go to meet with friends, and instead met with Cloudy, who he met in Hassan's Discord community.
Nah, full shade to homeschooling.
He gets confronted by this, the relationship falls out, and then Falgi, discovering that he likes cheating, Falgi, discovering that he likes cheating, decides to make his relationship with Cloudy after finding out that she's like an abused, every relationship she's ever been in, she's been cheated on. He decides to make that relationship polyamorous. Now, it seems like Falgi is a bit of a liar. Falgi is a bit of a manipulator, maybe? Look at this handsome guy at his wedding. Look how pretty he looks, all dressed up. Such a handsome guy. It's almost like he would ruin this relationship a couple days later.
Got married with the white tux. No way, man. Delete this. No way. Gay marriage ass suit.
Interesting stuff.
You wear a white tux if you're marrying the man.
Interesting.
Otherwise...
Now. I've heard rumblings that more things are going to drop. I don't think they're going to be dropping today, unfortunately. But things are going to be dropping soon. Why didn't he shave for his wedding? That's a good point, Jennifer. That's a good point. Why didn't he shave for his wedding? That's a good point. I've heard rumblings that other things are going to be dropping, specifically like the mod stuff, more mod chat stuff, more people in private. I've heard rumblings, rumors even, okay? That a few of the Discord kittens that Falgi has been sexting, some of the fans
you really don't know any
Cloudy
gays?
helped seduce, might be coming out. It seems like Falgi being obsessed with sexting people on his stream might not be a one-time thing.
Dude.
So, this is like a pedo ring, but for adults. True? He's an adult pedophile. He's a pedophile that targets adults. That's true. I didn't consider this.
Okay, I think that's all the new stuff then.
You guys, sorry, free. Fuck. People in private. The Discord kid. I hope Mrow kills himself.
It sounds like that's how you met Cloudy. That turned out a success. And
I hope Mrow kills himself. I'm winning, and they're malding. They're all freaking the fuck out. I'm winning. I hope Mrow kills himself. You lost, motherfucker. You lost. I'm sorry. Your top guy is like a weird, cheating, abusive freak. Sorry. By the way, I want to make it abundantly clear, right? Opblock would release this shit. Do you guys remember what he did with Tina? How he got someone's IRL and started using them for content? Do you guys remember that? With Brad Taste and Music? Now, obviously, I'm not going to that level. Would I? Probably. But I am operating on the same exact standards that Falgi is operating on.
You would do this
to
anyway.
Be clear.
You would do this
I
anyway.
am not doing anything here that Falgi himself would
No,
not
that's
do.
true. That's fine to
To
say.
be abundantly clear. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, has he deleted this tweet? No, he's deleted this tweet.
Dude. Happy selfie day, everyone. I'm still waiting on more wedding pics to trickle around, but I thought this was a fun one of eating cake, mango mousse for my swagapinos. At Hassan the Hun. At not Hassan Babi. Twit selfie day. Hassan twit selfie day.
Oh, Falgi. So I just want to make it. I want to make an interesting note here. This is his. This is what seems to be his wedding. What seems to be Opblock's wedding. Happy selfie day, everyone. I'm still waiting.
And people say, I want to suck this guy's dick.
Trickle around. But I thought this was a fun one of eating cake.
What is this?
At Hassan the Hun. At Hassan Abi. Hashtag Hassan Twitter selfie day.
The victims.
Dude. It keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. It just does. It just keeps getting better. You love to see it. So it seems like he's purged all of these tweets. But yeah, to argue any of this is doxing is retarded. He's made all of this public. He's made all of this public.
Well, not the photos, but there's no additional PII in them, so. Oh my god, I just hate cross-dressing so much. Oh my god, that's what I do all the time. Dude, I fucking hate this guy so much. 500 subs, fuck. I didn't want to do it, fuck. Dude, what's the Cheng tweet? What's the Cheng tweet? Fuck! Charlie died. God damn it! Oh, this is so stupid.
This is in the comments. Dude.
Yeah, dude, literally, dude, oh my god. I didn't know Beckett had said that, but I literally referenced that when I first covered Falgi the other day. The whole, oh, look, I'm so not insecure, I'm cross-dressing on stream. No, you're like a pervert. No, you're like a pervert. You do it like all the time, and you're like some open relationship degenerate, and you're like a pervert. Q saying Beckett is a fucking creep. We love Becky. We love Becky. Stop slandering Becky.
This is quite Boblaxian.
What's your evidence
Whoever
Becky's
said
a
it was
creep?
Boblaxian
You're gonna make a claim
yesterday,
like that.
That's just true. That's just true. That's just true. This is so bizarre. Jesus.
Hello, Gamma. What do you want to call me about?
Yeah, I just want to know your opinion so far. Or like your action.
Curious that Gamma never wants to call me. Curious that Gamma never wants to call Mrow.
Cool. Like, what do you want to talk about?
You know I love you, right?
Sure. But what do you need specifically from me?
No, I love you too.
I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, what's up, bro? You gonna play marathon with us later?
Yeah, sure. What do you think about all this, Gamma?
Just like I said in Digger Stream just now, I feel like Falgi is a part of like an amalgam community that I just generalize as the ACC because it's no longer just the ACC anymore. It's like the ACC and a bunch of like other fucking retarded bases that like all congregated in one. Whatever, you get my point. I feel like if people like Leo Convoy, like Beckett, like Gilded Poo, always like to like fight all like these random fucking spurgs that sometimes aren't nearly as bad as what's being showcased here. That everybody should also hold the same punishment and treatment to somebody as like I think that Falgi in this instance is essentially a lolcow, right? I envision him as a lolcow. I think that he should be treated the exact same way that any lolcow of his caliber should would be treated had it been like some random spurg that they like isolated on Discord like they typically do.
Okay.
Yeah, like so for example, I would.
Dude, cute. Literally. Oh my god. People don't understand how funny some of the fucking marathon VCs are because we would just hear, oh, you're playing with Gamma. And it's like people think it's like actually retarded. Nos is like ripping into this guy for like hours, and it's so fucking funny. Nos is literally sitting there doing this just absurd cholo voice, ripping into Gamma for like fucking hours on end. And then Parry starts playing with us, and he's still doing this cholo voice, and he does it for like 20 minutes while we're playing. And Parry is still new to the game and trying to figure it out. And he's like, kind of like a fucking anxiety attack, dude. And he like ends up just totally spazzing. He's like crashing out. He's like, he like fucks up, and I give him shit for it. And then he's like, "Hey, no, just doing the fucking voice. I can't play waste on the fucking voice. I gotta figure out what's going on. I'm going to the other VC. I'm going into marathon sweat VC." He changes VC because there's too many people talking, and I was just doing the fucking voice. So stupid, man.
Would love to see, right, if these people are so consistent about like making fun of embarrassing individuals and their embarrassing details, right? I would love to see Beckett do that exact same thing and make fun of Falgi tomorrow on his stream, or maybe even tonight if he streams tonight, right? I would like to see the exact same treatment that they give to other people that sometimes do even less be done to Falgi. I would like to see that exact same principle being held. Because if it's funny, and it's fun to make fun of and make content out of, right?
I agree. I think I mean, Dickers, when the whole the Mrow Black situation came out, Dickers was laughing about it on stream and stuff, right? Like, it's like, and if something happened to Dickers, I'd probably laugh at it on stream too. If something happened to you, I'd probably laugh at it on stream. But that doesn't like...
Parry does crack under pressure, and he's very sensitive as well.
You know, that doesn't mean that you hate the person, right? That doesn't mean that you dislike the person or, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, I don't think we disagree
I hold that very same
necessarily.
principle. Yeah, no. I hold that same principle. I want, because for me, it's really like you know that recently I've been like really agitated at the general like, you know, community that's kind of like evolved from like, you know, the downfall of like the old commentary community. Right. I hate how everybody like, you know, just because they like somebody, they're willing to bat for them all the time. I think that's, you know, bullshit, right? Everybody like has agitated me recently. Just because I'm here like saying that Falgi should get the same amount of like, you know, I want to say humiliation that everybody else gets, that they cover from time to time, doesn't mean that I necessarily despise the guy, right? I have no ill will towards him, but I expect everybody else to not be, you know, biased, and I expect everybody else to also go about, you know, everybody's always preaching about if it's funny, and we'll cover it. Because
oh yeah, Freddie watched Train Spotting the other day and said that Parry was like Spud, and Parry was quite upset.
Behind the funniest content, right? I expect everybody who fucking holds that same standard to like go after this guy, because that's the fucking, you know, standards they preach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that might be a Gamma. I'll finish watching this conversation with you and Dickers. Hopefully it's cool. Hopefully it's epic.
It's just the same conversation that me and you had. All right, later.
All right.
He's just like a retarded guy.
God, I get so nervous when I talk to him. I get so nervous. He's just fuck. He's so handsome.
I think that it is fair.